Hey everybody, I'm Derek Safford, and I chose to analyze an ad about childhood obesity. This ad aired in Australia, but pretty much childhood obesity is a worldwide problem and is a very common problem. So, the main reason why childhood obesity is so common is because of all the available fast food establishments and restaurants that are easy to go to and they're efficient, but unfortunately, the food is definitely not the healthiest, especially for young children who can, develop heart disease and other bad health problems down the road. Um, the reason why childhood obesity there's been a spike is because parents, it's understandable they have busy schedules. They have, and after, for example, a long day of work or after whatever activities the child may be, parents may get home late. They don't have enough time or are too tired to cook a homemade meal. So usually, sometimes parents will have to resort to going to a fast food restaurant in order to feed their children. Um, this Australian ad about childhood obesity pretty much puts in perspective what the effects can be by feeding your children junk food, like junk fast food, by comparing to harmful drugs, um, like such as harmful drugs and just drugs in general. So pretty much in the commercial, a mother sits down at the table with their child, and the child's coloring, and she comes in with a brown paper bag, and she proceeds to pull out a needle, a spoon, and a lighter. Obviously, most likely, cooking up heroin or something that's also a big problem in this world. Um, so as she's fixing and preparing that, she then proceeds to tie a elastic band around his arm, and as soon as she does that, the kid lifts up a hamburger and takes a bite, and it says in the commercial, it says, "You wouldn't inject your children with junk, so why are you feeding it to them?" Which it was a pretty good slogan there. It really makes you think about that. So, in the commercial, they pretty much use two main rhetorical strategies to persuade the audience, such as pathos for emotional appeal and logos appeal to logic. So, first of all, in order to persuade the audience with pathos, um, they convince the audience that feeding your kid junk food isn't healthy. Therefore, it emotionally affects the viewer in a sad way because you think, what mother would inject their innocent kid with drugs? Also, as far as emotions go, the commercial tries to make the listener feel nervous about what they put into their body in regards to fast food and the junk food and the unhealthy concerns about that, because they try to connect the negative effects of junk food with drugs. So that's pretty much for the emotional appeal that they try to employ to in order to persuade their audience. So therefore, for the logos appeal to logic, it makes you logically think, like, what parent, mother or father, nobody wants to harm their children. So in comparison to like drugs with junk food, it's like, even though you don't inject fast food into your body, you're still, if you're feeding it to your innocent children that can develop serious health problems from fast food, is just the same as kind of injecting drugs, because it's still going into your body. So yeah, logically thinking it makes you think, what parent would ever dare to think to inject their children with harmful drugs? So like, why feed them the harmful food that can cause obesity, which is especially dangerous for the younger children? Thank you for listening.